Guys, do you want to find out how to invest into real estate in Germany? Or, even better, do you want to find out how to find your first rental property in Germany? Well, then you have come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to lay down all those simple 7 steps which I generally follow each and every time when I'm buying my rental property or real estate in Germany. So, stay tuned and let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel once again. This is your friend Abhishek, but not a financial advisor. In today's video, I have laid down those 7 easy steps which I personally follow each and every time when I'm buying my real estate for my rental income. Now in this video, of course, we are going to talk about how to invest into real estate in Germany, but also how to buy your first rental property in Germany. Because trust me on this, these are the only 7 steps which you need to follow to buy your first rental property. Now, the steps which I'm talking about are common for the process of buying a real estate. Doesn't matter for which purpose you are buying that real estate. Either you are going to live in all by yourself in that house, or you are going to buy that real estate for rental income. So the process is the same. Just follow this process and you will definitely reach your goal. Now, with that being said, let's just jump onto the first point, the first step, which you need to start with. So let's start with the first part of the process. And trust me on this, guys, this is the most easy one, but still many fail to follow. And what is it? Educate yourself, inform yourself, and know what you really want. What I mean by this is, for example, there are many types of assets in real estate. For example, a small apartment in a multi-story building, a multi-family house with 2, 3, 4 apartments, a shop, for commercial purposes, or you want to buy a broken house, refurbish it, and then resell it, flipping. Or you want to buy a house where you want to live in a part of the house and you want to rent out the other part, which is house hacking, my personal favorite tool in real estate. Or you want to get into real estate as a financial broker or a financial consultant. Of course, you need language proficiency, but there are many ways, guys. But I'm sure that 90% of the viewers who are watching this video of mine want to get into real estate as I am. That means buying and renting the properties out, right? But still, in that you need to know what you really want. For example, I've been talking with many people, and they want to start with a small apartment, which is amazing. That's how one should start. Small step, because you have to calculate your risk, right? But then after 2 weeks, they send me an expose and ask me, Abhi, can you have a look at this expose? And I see that it's a multi-family house with 4 apartments. What's wrong with that? Everything. You are damn confused. You don't know what you really want. Nothing against anyone, asking questions and getting confused is okay because you are in a new process, and that's why I'm making this video. But don't get confused, guys. Why? Because if you're planning to buy a small apartment, then stick with it. Stick with it because you need to put all your energy and research on that particular asset. Trust me, to find a really good deal, you need to research a lot. You need to educate yourself, And if you put your energy on various different scenarios, you will go nowhere and it will take years for you to start and you will finally give up. So make a strategy. Decide first of all what you want. Educate yourself on that topic, on that asset. Doesn't matter if you are this principle basically goes on to any investment. Doesn't matter real estate. Okay, you need to educate yourself, inform yourself, and know what you really want, and don't then go away from that path. Okay, don't stutter. So that is what is important. And then make a strategy. For example, if you're planning to buy a small apartment every single year for the next 6 years, that is a strategy. Or if you want to buy a multifamily house and your strategy is to buy a multifamily house every alternative year for the next 10 years, that's a strategy. But you need to know what you want and then work on it. That's all for the first step. So now coming on to the second step of the process. Now, since you know what you really want, now you need to search for that. And by that I mean is doing online search. Now there are many websites like Immobilien Scout, immowell.de, so on and so on. And you can also go on to your personal banks because they have personal brokers and they have advertisements also. So that's how you can get onto these materials, these exposes on all the inventory, what is in the market, and get your hands dirty with it. Read all the exposes, get in touch with brokers, and yeah, know what you really want and then search for it. Okay, that's as simple as that. You need to search and you have all the tools available online, and you can also get in touch with people from the banks like I said, and then educate yourself, inform yourself and educate yourself, and then you will also get educated because you are talking with people who are experienced in this field. That's all for the second step. Now the third step of the process is do the math. As simple as that. That means, or you need to calculate your return on your investment or go through the numbers, which also means that you need to know the expenses of that particular asset or property which you are going to invest in or which you are interested in. So you need to know the expenses, and this is what I really like about real estate, guys. In stock market or in cryptos, you can assume, yeah, you can project the future revenue or future earnings, and that too, not just from your own knowledge. You will always verify with the analyst projections and everything out there, or you will see the history. Yeah, you project the future based on the historical revenue and earnings and margins and so on and so on. Yeah, like a discounted cash flow model. In real estate, every expense is more or less in front of you. Electricity cost, heating cost, yeah, some repair cost can come now and then, but the majority of the expenses and the cost and the numbers are in front of you. You don't need to assume anything. There is only, let's say, 2 to 3% of up and down in these numbers. And you know how much rental income you will get. Your cash flow is more or less fixed. And by fixed, I mean no assumptions whatsoever. And this is what I like about real estate. And this is what you need to do. Do the math. Yeah. Calculate all the expenses. Yeah. When you search for the property, go to the property. It's in many cases, almost 90% cases, it's written the house geld. Yeah. And the Nebenkosten. Everything is already mentioned in that particular expose or advertisement. Everything is there. You need to just check those numbers, calculate those numbers, calculate your expenses, and then you will get a return of your investment, and then you can decide if that is your target or if it's above your target or if it's below your target, and then you can make your decision. Do the math. Now coming on to the fourth step, which is quite important, and which is make an offer. Yeah, easy, right? Then why you don't do it? Really? I have been talking with many people and they complain that Abhi, we are not able to find a good deal. And I ask them one simple question, guys, how many offers did you make? And the answer is usually none. Why, guys? Do you know how much it costs to make an offer to a broker or to a seller? Zero. Nothing. Are you losing anything? No, just a few minutes typing the message or writing an email. Do you expect that everything comes for free? No. Do you expect that a seller or a broker will walk down to your house, ring your bell? Hey, Mr. XYZ, do you want to buy this house? It costs this much. Is it in your budget? Yeah. Okay, then we give you the house. No. In your dream world, yeah. But in reality, no, this will not happen. So you need to make an offer. And the second part, the second important part and the good part of this process or this step is that when you get an appointment to visit the property, you go and visit, you get into the field, you get your hands dirty. Yeah, you talk with the broker or the seller directly. And then when you talk, you gain confidence. Yeah, each and every time when you will go on to an appointment, your confidence level will rise. Not just the confidence, you talk with the makler and the broker will tell you different stuff about the property. Yeah, first of all, if you don't have this confidence level, they have been in the field since ages. and they talk with different people every single day. That's their job. And they can easily check, or they can easily evaluate the person, and they can tell, oh, this person is not serious and he doesn't know shit about houses. Do you want to be that person? Because then there's a big chance that you can be easily fooled. You don't want that, right? So whenever you are visiting the property, you want to be that person who seems to be confident enough and who knows his or her shit. That's what you want to be. Yeah. And with these visits, you will gain that confidence, and not just confidence, but also knowledge, because like I said, the makler or the broker will talk about that property. And in the first few visits, you can be as stupid as you want, because that is your experiment, right? Find an offer, just go. Maybe it's not the best offer, doesn't matter, but you need experience. You just go, you talk your stupid questions. Doesn't matter if you lose the deal, because that was never your aim to get that deal, right? You talk, you ask questions, the makler will tell you. Some maklers are, they might be rude, because like I said, they can really see that you are not interested, or you don't know anything. But okay, ignore their behavior, just do what you went for. Okay, get your knowledge, get your confidence, ask questions, and with questions you will get answers. Now, some answers might not be correct because they might be lying to you. That's okay. But the basic knowledge will be there, right? And then you will get an idea that how this broker wanted to sell, for what price, for this particular house in this year of the build, right? So you get an idea, you get confidence, you get knowledge, you visit different kinds of properties, and that's how you learn, guys. Get your hands dirty into the field, make an offer, go and visit the property. That's the fourth step, one of the most important steps. Know that, learn that, ask me. I will try to help you as much as I can. Yeah. Now the fifth step is quite important, guys, because this will take you to the next step, to the next level, which is making contacts with experienced people. What I mean by that is that you need to make contacts with experienced people in the field of real estate. You need to have good relationships. You need to have a good communication channel with people who are pros in this field. And this principle is not just limited to real estate. If you're under a guidance of a person who is experienced in this field, you will learn a lot. And this actually links us with our first step in the process, which is educate yourself. You need tools to educate yourself, and these people are those tools. And now where you can find these people? Well, for example, your personal banks, where your saving account is, because every bank has a specified, a focused department just for financing home loans. And eventually you will need that department for financing your home loan. And this is also part of our next step of the process, which we'll discuss in a few moments. But you will anyways eventually need this department. Yeah. So you can make good contacts with your bank, with the person who is experienced in giving home loans, and these people are usually normally really experienced, and they can really guide you for your process into buying a house. Now the other way is to find a financial home loan consultant, or a financial consultant who is specifically certified for giving home loans, who is experienced in giving home loans, because these people will not just help you to find banks to give you credits at the cheaper interest rates, but a good financial home loan consultant can also help you assess, evaluate the price of that property. So such people are the tools who can help you to find your dream house, let's say. And also this is important because, guys, for example, if you're buying a real estate, you need contacts not just for the first part, for your finance. You need contacts is because they normally have also their personal assets. They also have houses, or let's say investment into properties, and therefore they further have contacts like for handwerker, or electrician or plumber, who are really important people. Trust me, if you own a rental apartment, you will definitely need these contacts, because you can get a call in the middle of the night from your tenant that my heater is not working. And these are the things which you cannot imagine can happen before you buy the house. You can of course evaluate the property and you can see the major repair costs, for example, for the heating, for the electricity and this and that. But these things can happen to any house. Doesn't matter how old or how new this house is. Yeah, it can happen. And to fix this, you need to know a person who can help you to fix these things. And these people can help you find those people in future when you own a property. So owning a rental property is easy, yes, but you need to maintain. Nothing comes for free, guys. Remember that. Yeah, you need to maintain. And your ROI is amazing. So you need to give some efforts. And efforts are just finding the right people. That's it. So you need these contacts, and not just these financial contacts. Like I said, you need further contacts as well. But since we are talking about the process for buying the property, for that, you need these important people, and you need to surround yourself with people who are experienced in this field. Now, guys, the sixth step of the process is what is gonna give you an edge, is what is gonna set you aside from the other buyers if they don't have it, which is a finance confirmation from your bank. Yes, guys, please get this Finanzbestätigung, called in German, from your bank. And what I mean by that is, like I mentioned in my previous step, that every bank has this dedicated department for just giving or financing house loans. Your bank has it too, where your savings account is. You can simply go to them, talk with them, they will give you an appointment, and there you will discuss how much you are willing to pay for your real estate and how much the bank is willing to give you based on your income and your expenses. And when you talk with them and when they are comfortable for, let's say, 500,000 euros to give you a credit, you get this confirmation, you have this piece of paper. Now, to get this piece of paper is not compulsory when you're in the first phase of the process. That is, you're going to view your apartments or your house or whatever asset you want to acquire in real estate. But it will give you an edge. Why? You have this piece of paper, you go to view this apartment, you show this piece of paper to your broker. Now the broker knows that you are not here just for fun, and he or she knows that you're not wasting his or her time. At least they know that if you're interested in buying this property, then the financing part is going to go smooth, because the banks already gave you a confirmation. That particular bank, I mean, that bank already gave you a confirmation, and this means that they are now in a different mode altogether. This, just one piece of paper, is so powerful that sets this particular broker or seller in a different mode, and they will show you this property in a much different way than without this paper, because now they know that you guys are serious and you have no problems in financing this property if you're interested in buying it. So the first phase, which is the financing, at least is going to go easy because you have the confirmation. And then, like I said, they will show you the property in a really different and more informative way. So like I said, it's not compulsory, but it definitely gives you an edge when you're going to visit your properties. So get this piece of paper for sure. And like I said, in the second part of the process, when you are really buying this property, it's really important that you have the confirmation before you go to the notary. And now this brings us to our final step of the process, guys, which is repeat the process. As simple as that. Make an offer, analyze the offer, do the math, visit the properties, repeat. Make an offer, analyze the offer, do the math, calculate your ROIs, go and visit the properties, get your hands dirty, repeat, and become a pro. That's it, guys. Those were the 7 steps which I personally follow each and every time when I'm interested in buying my next real estate. So I will be following those steps again and again until I create an empire, a kingdom. No, just kidding. Trying to get my financial freedom, trying to get that financial independence, and that's the key. This 7-step process is the key to get your real estate investment in a smooth flow. And with that being said, guys, I'll finish off this video on how to invest into real estate and how to buy your first rental property. And I hope you guys like this video, a simplified process, a simplified layout for you guys to follow. And stay tuned until my next video on real estate, which is going to be super interesting regarding my recent project on my real estate. So stay tuned. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and ciao.